Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another very special episode of the Lingo Listen. I'm Emma, and today we aren't just talking about grammar or words. We're talking about your heart and your mind.
And I am Sam, the guy who spent 3 hours this morning staring at a blank notebook.
Oh no, Sam. Writer's block?
Worse, English block. I sat down to write a simple email, and I forgot the word for stapler. Then I forgot the word for attachment. I looked in the mirror and thought, Sam, you are a failure. You have learned nothing.
Stop right there. That is exactly why we are recording this today. Friends, what Sam just described is the lying mirror.
It feels very real to me, Emma. The mirror says I'm a beginner.
But the mirror is only looking at one tiny mistake. It's like looking at a beautiful garden and only seeing one dead leaf.
I guess I am a dead leaf kind of guy.
Most English learners are. We are so focused on what we can't do that we completely ignore the incredible things our brains are doing.
Is my brain doing incredible things? Because right now it feels like a bowl of cold soup.
Trust me, Sam. Today, we are going to break that mirror. We are going to show you 5 undeniable signs that you are actually becoming fluent.
Even if I still use Google Translate for the word stapler?
Especially then, by the end of this 18-minute session, you will see yourself differently.
I really hope so. I need a boost. But first, guys, if you have ever felt like your brain was cold soup, if you have ever felt that frustration in your chest, we would be so incredibly grateful if you could subscribe to our channel. It's a small click for you, but it's a huge thank you to us.
That's very true, Sam. It would be so kind of you to join our global family. We want to grow with you.
And if this video makes you feel even 1% better, please hit that like button. It's like a virtual hug.
I love virtual hugs. Okay, Sam, let's look at sign number 1. This is what I call the brain slip.
Is that like slipping on ice?
In a way, it's when you are speaking your native language and suddenly you can't remember a word in your own tongue.
Wait, that's a sign of progress?
Yes!
But my mom thinks I'm losing my mind. Last week, I was telling her about my job. I wanted to say the word for deadline in my language, but only the English word came out. I felt so embarrassed. I felt like I was trying to be American.
But Sam, look at what happened scientifically. Your brain had 2 folders open, and for that specific concept, the English folder was faster.
The English folder was faster?
Yes. It means English is no longer a foreign visitor in your head. It has moved in. It has a key to the house. It is becoming a default language for your thoughts.
So when I forget my native word, it means English is winning?
It means English is integrated. That is a massive milestone that beginners never reach.
Wow, I'm going to tell my mom I'm not being fancy, I'm just integrated.
Exactly. Now let's go deeper. Sign number 3, the automatic reaction.
Is this like a reflex? Like when the doctor hits your knee?
Exactly. Imagine you are walking down the street. Suddenly, you trip or you drop your keys. What is the first word that comes out of your mouth?
Actually, 2 days ago, I dropped my phone and I yelled, "Oh no!" Then I stopped and thought, wait, why did I say that in English?
That is it. In a moment of shock, your brain didn't have time to be proper. It grabbed the fastest, most comfortable tool it had, and it grabbed English.
It felt like a slip of the tongue.
It was a slip of success. It proves that English is now part of your emotional center.
I used to have to think, okay, I am sad. The English word for sad is upset. Now the feeling and the word are stuck together.
That is the definition of fluency, Sam. The bridge between the feeling and the word has been built.
I'm a bridge builder.
Yes, a very handsome bridge builder.
Let's check in with our friends at home for a moment.
I would love that.
Friends, have you ever had a brain slip? Have you ever said oops or ouch in English without meaning to?
Please tell us your story in the comments. It would be so wonderful if you could share that moment of of accidental English. We want to celebrate those tiny victories with you.
Sometimes we feel so alone in this journey. Sometimes we feel so alone in this journey. But when we read your comments, we realize we are all in this together.
Exactly. Okay, let's move to sign number 4. This one is my favorite. The humor hack.
Oh, I struggle with this one, Emma. English jokes are so hard.
They are the hardest, but have you ever been watching a movie and a character said something funny and you laughed before you read the subtitle?
Yes, it happened with The Office. Michael Scott said something really stupid, and I started laughing. Then I realized, wait, I understood the sarcasm. I understood the wordplay.
That is a massive brain achievement. Humor is the final boss of language learning. To understand a joke, you need to know the culture, the speed, and the double meaning.
I felt like I was part of the Cool Kids Club for 5 seconds.
You are part of the club. If your brain can process a joke in real time, you are no longer studying English. You are vibing with it.
I'm vibing. I'm a viber.
Yes, you are. And even if you only understand 10% of the jokes, that 10% is a miracle.
I used to get so angry when I didn't get a joke. Now I'm going to celebrate the one I do get.
That is the spirit. Change the mirror. Now, the final sign. Sign number 5. The eavesdropping effect.
Eavesdropping, that means listening to people when you shouldn't.
Exactly. Imagine you're at the airport or a busy cafe. There's a couple sitting behind you speaking English. You aren't trying to listen. You're looking at your phone. But suddenly, you realize you know exactly what they're talking about.
They are fighting about who forgot to pack the sunblock.
Yes, you didn't decide to translate. The information just flowed into your head.
It's like I have a radio in my head that's always turned on.
That is passive fluency. It means your brain is no longer filtering out English as noise. It recognizes English as meaning.
I used to hear English and it just sounded like blah, blah, blah. Now I hear it and I think, oh, they're talking about their cat.
That is a huge shift in your biology, Sam. Your ears have been tuned.
I feel like a spy now, a very polite spy.
A spy for success.
Emma, what about the days when none of this happens? What about the days when I feel like a total beginner again?
I have those days too, Sam. Even as a native speaker, some days I can't find my words. Some days I stumble.
You do? But you're Emma, you're the teacher.
I am human first. Fluency is not a straight line up. It's a zigzag. Some days you're at the top, some days you're in the valley. But the valley doesn't mean you lost your progress. It just means you're tired.
I think I've been in the valley for a week.
Then it's time to climb out. Look at these 5 signs. Have you done one of them this month?
I had the dream and I said, oops.
Then you are a success. Period.
Thank you, Emma. I really needed to hear that. And I think our friends at home need to hear it too. If you're in the valley right now, if you feel like you're not moving, please take a deep breath. It would be so kind of you to give yourself some credit today. You are doing something incredibly difficult.
Learning a language is an act of bravery. Every time you open your mouth, you are being brave.
I am a brave viber.
Yes, you are. Let's do a massive final recap for everyone.
Recap time.
5 signs the mirror is lying to you.
Sign 1,
The brain slip.
forgetting your native words because English is taking over.
Sign 2.
The dream state, conversations with coffee shop baristas in your sleep.
Sign 3. The automatic reaction. Saying ouch or oh no without thinking.
Sign 4,
The humor hack. Laughing at Michael Scott before the translation appears.
sign 5.
The eavesdropping effect. Accidentally knowing everyone's secrets at the airport.
Emma, you are ready to face the world.
I'm ready to face the stapler. That's the spirit.
Friends, thank you so much for spending these 18 minutes with us. It has been an absolute honor to talk to you today. If you haven't yet, it would be so kind of you to subscribe. It keeps our community strong.
And don't forget to tell us your dream story in the comments. We can't wait to read them. See you in the next episode.
Stay happy,
Stay curious.
and please be gentle with yourself.
Until next time.
Bye for now.
Bye-bye, everyone.